Yeah.
Hello and welcome to CB Off-Road Adventures. Thanks for joining us for another video. We are with our friends Roam to the Unknown. I'm Chris.
I'm Beth. Mandy.
Kenny.
And we are here to explore the area just east of Superior, Arizona. We're going to a trail called Devil's Canyon today. We don't know much about it, but based on this trailhead, it might be pretty amazing. So follow along with us as we explore Devil's Canyon.
This is Devil's Canyon Trail, a 19-mile journey through the beautiful Arizona desert. Towering rock formations, dramatic elevation shifts, and sweeping views make this one of our all-time favorite trails in the region. Located just 5.8 miles east of Superior, Arizona, right off Highway 60, this route is marked as Forest Road 2466. It begins in the Tonto National Forest, but eventually crosses into Arizona State Land Trust, so a permit is required if you plan to explore this area. If you're driving a mildly modified four-wheel drive vehicle, this trail should be high on your list. As you'll see later in the video, the scenery alone is worth the drive.
About a mile and a half into the trail, you'll come across an unexpected feature, a desert water tank. At first glance, it might seem like a natural pond tucked into the terrain, but it's actually a man-made catchment system. These shallow basins are carved out by ranchers or wildlife agencies to collect rainwater and runoff, a vital resource in this arid landscape. In the unforgiving heat of the Arizona desert, water is life. These tanks are critical during drought conditions, providing hydration for free-roaming cattle and wildlife alike. They might look serene, almost like hidden oasis, but don't be fooled. They're not meant for swimming, unless you're a thirsty jackrabbit.
The first few miles of the trail are relatively tame, but don't let that fool you. Devil's Canyon has a trail rating of 6 out of 10. That means there are several areas where you'll need to slow down and pick your lines carefully over larger rocks and technical terrain. You can comfortably make it to the first major viewpoint with a stock four-wheel drive. Beyond that, the trail gradually intensifies, and that's where the real fun begins.
As you move further in, the terrain opens up and starts to climb. There's something about this section. It builds anticipation. You can feel that you're heading towards something spectacular, possibly an epic view. The trail meanders up to nearly 5,000 feet, which is a full 2,000 feet above the Devil's Canyon floor. Every turn in this section of trail feels like a promise of a view that's just around the corner. The trail here is peaceful. It pulls you in, a slow, cinematic climb towards something unforgettable.
Some people who've never been here think the desert is lifeless, all sand and sunburn. They imagine the movie cliche of a man crawling through the dust, dying of thirst, with nothing but a single saguaro on the horizon. But if you've ever actually explored the Arizona desert, you know the truth is the opposite. This place is alive with contrast. Mountain ranges stretch endlessly, canyons cut deep through the land carved by ancient floods. The earth is painted in layers, and everywhere you look, desert plants burst with color against the brown landscape. Arizona's desert is a geological symphony, and we're grateful to live here and to explore these wide open lands. If you haven't experienced the Arizona desert, you owe it to yourself to come here and see it.
We spent some time at the overlook taking it all in, but with so much trail left to discover, we knew we had to keep moving forward. Devil's Canyon was still holding its best for the second half, and as we entered the canyon, the trail greeted us with something amazing.
As we descended into the heart of the canyon, the landscape transformed. Towering hoodoos lined the walls, and atop the cliffs we could spot massive balancing rocks, almost defying gravity in their placement. These formations hint at an ancient past, one shaped by water, wind, and time. It's likely this entire area was once submerged underwater. Over millennia, erosion wore down softer rock layers, leaving behind these otherworldly shapes we see today. Hoodoos are these towering, slender spires of stone, carved by time, wind, and the slow, patient hand of erosion. Seeing them up close, right from the trail, was surreal. We couldn't believe we've never been here before, or that this geological wonder existed right in our Arizona backyard. This section alone makes this trail worth it.
After the canyon, the trail earns its difficulty rating. The landscape is still stunning, but now you'll encounter larger boulders and rocky shelves that demand attention. Strategic tire placement is key, and here's a tip. When approaching a big rock, point your tires at it. It's better to drive over an obstacle than straddle it and risk hitting your undercarriage.
Remember, this trail is remote. Cell signal is non-existent, so always bring a friend in case of vehicle breakage. Pack lots of water and carry a satellite communicator like Solio in case of an emergency. Also, I highly recommend a mapping system like Onyx to stay on track and not get lost.
As we drove the 4Runner through these tougher sections, it performed flawlessly, like it always does. It handled every bump, dip, and obstacle we threw at it, and it made the whole experience a blast. If you come out here, go slow through this section. Protect your rig and make sure you have a good time.
And this is the final stretch of this trail, and the views speak for themselves. We will let the drone do the storytelling here.
Devil's Canyon Trail ends in the middle of the vast Arizona wilderness, and from there, another trail begins. But that's for another day. Make sure to subscribe for more trail guides, stories, and off-road adventures in the Arizona backcountry. Until next time, we hope to see you out on the trail.